Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations. Much love and respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. And this lesson is going to be dealing with the coming World War III. All right. The prophecies are all playing out the way Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai has had them written in the scriptures. It's all playing out perfectly. Okay, and it's exciting times that we're living in. So I want to read this. This is from Redacted. It says, "High alert. China and Putin move warships into position. Israel warns Iran." Okay, so things are moving. Things are moving, and this definitely looks like this is what's going to lead to the least of the flock drawing them out. This whole Gaza situation. So what I want to do is I want to read Ezekiel, the 38th chapter. And I'll start at the first verse. It says, "And the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog and the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal." That's dealing with Russia. Okay, Gog and Magog, that region, a bit above it would be Russia, because at that time that was like no man's land, so there wasn't anyone living where Russia is now. But that represents Russia. Okay, and the Apostle Har brought out how the word Russia sounds like Ra'ashar, okay, which means chief prince, okay, chief prince. All right, and it says, and prophesy against him, and say, Thus saith the Lord power, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. Okay, so the Lord is against you Russians too, but he's using you to fulfill the prophecies. Okay, and what's the main prophecy? America being destroyed. It says, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaw. So he's going to bring you back into that USSR aggressive spirit, because Russia has been like a sleeping bear. Okay, it says, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Okay, swords meaning what? Weaponry in general. Okay, you got the guns, the nuclear missiles, the fighter jets, so on and so forth. The tanks, those are all swords. It says Persia, Ethiopia. Okay, Persia dealing with what? Iran. That's the main thing. They're always, even with this thing, they try to blame Iran for it. And Iran was like, what are you talking about? You see what I'm saying? That whole hummus situation. They try to blame Iran for that, which is Persia, because everyone knows that once they do something to Iran, or if Iran gets involved, Russia is going to automatically get involved. Okay. It says Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya. See, so the Ethiopians, they have not been conquered by the Edomite nations, the European nations, because ultimately they were being prepared. They were being prepared to join with Russia in the spirit. Okay, and now you see Russia is giving all these people, including Ethiopia, I believe he's giving them weaponry and so on and so forth. So he's building them up. He's building those nations that used to be weak. He's building them up to be strong nations. All right. It says Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya, with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Gomer and all his bands. Gomer is dealing with Turkey. Okay, and all his bands. Right, and Turkey doesn't like America, nor do they like the state of Israel. Okay, Turkey has an issue with the state of Israel. Okay, they they were trying to send help to the Palestinian people, right? At one point, Turkey tried to send aid to them, and then Israel blocked their aid, killed certain of their civilians that were on the boat, right? They blocked it. All right. So Turkey doesn't like them, and Turkey been cursed out America, even with that whole earthquake situation. Hey, they were saying, listen, we know America's behind it. So they're against Babylon and they're against Israel. So for sure, they're going to turn on them, and they're going to be the first people to turn on them and destroy and point their missiles towards Babylon. Okay, it says, and all his bands, the house of Togarmah of the north quarters. Salakia, if I'm not speaking, my head is like, trying to get my head together, my words together rather, It says, and all his bands and many people with thee. Be thou prepared and prepare thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. Okay, Russia's a guard unto those smaller nations, that I mentioned. It says, matter of fact, let's I wanted to get something as well. Let's get Jeremiah 50. This is Jeremiah 50 and 1. It says, the word that Yahweh spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet, declare ye among the nations and publish and set up a standard, publish and conceal not. Say, Babylon is taken, Bel is confounded, Merodach is broken in pieces, her idols are confounded. And guess what? All those idols that were being worshipped in ancient Babylon are being worshipped in the modern day Babylon, which is America. Okay, it's especially these elites behind closed doors. They worship all these gods. That's part of witchcraft. That's part of Satanism, is to gather all these different, the philosophies and the rituals of these different gods. Okay, it says her images are broken in pieces. For out of the north there cometh up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein. Okay, now, did that happen to ancient Babylon? No, the ancient Babylon, the land was not laid desolate and no one dwelled therein, because you got people living there now. It's a large population in Iraq, okay, which is where ancient Babylon was. So this is speaking about a new Babylon. This is speaking about Babylon the Great. It says, they shall depart, both man and beast. How are they going to depart? By being destroyed. Okay? By being destroyed. They're not, nothing's going to be left. It says, in those days and in that time, saith the Lord, the children of Israel shall come, they and the children of Judah together, going and weeping. They shall go and seek Yahweh their power. They shall ask the way to Zion with their faces thitherward, saying, come and let us join ourselves to Yahweh in a perpetual covenant that shall not be forgotten. My people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds. Matter of fact, let me jump down. Right. Let's jump to verse 8. It says, remove out of the midst of Babylon and go forth out of the land of the Chaldeans. Okay. And this is, like I said, this is not speaking about ancient Babylon, right? It's speaking about America. And be as the he goats before the flocks. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations. Okay. From the north country. What? BRICS. Starting with Russia. And then you got the BRICS, their allies. All right. And they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. Now, these arrows are not speaking about actual arrows. This is speaking about nuclear missiles, man. Okay, this is parabolic. It says, and the Chaldea shall be a spoil. All that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith Yahweh. Okay, and that she's going to be completely spoiled. So they got to be satisfied, because America is going to be completely wasted, according to the prophecy. All right. Okay, and it says, because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of mine heritage, because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass, and billow as bulls. So this is all being done for Zion. This is all being done for the Israelites. Your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert. Okay? You see what I'm saying? So this is about to be turned into a desert. This place is about to turn into America specifically. I'm in Canada, but America specifically is about to be turned into a desert. Okay, and there's going to be nothing but what? Wild beasts, vultures, and so on and so forth. It shows you that. It tells you that in Revelations, the 18th chapter. Okay, it says, because of the wrath of Yahweh, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues. Yeah, because it's going to be a monument of what happens when you do wickedness. Okay, this is why you should not live in wickedness. It's just like Sodom and Gomorrah. It's the same way this place is Babylon is going to go out. It says, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against Yahweh. Okay, point blank period, man. She sinned against Yahweh Shem Shai. They're rebellious, you know. Merathiam, the double rebellion. See, Nimrod, his name means rebellion, but this place is double. Babylon is double rebellion. I always say this place because we're so close. Oh, so why am I even typing it in? Because we're so close. Like I told you, brothers, I'm trying to get my mind together, man. Oh boy, this is Revelations 18. In verse 1, it says, and after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. All right, so that's dealing with what? Those vultures, those owls and so on and so forth. Desert creatures. Lizards are going to be there. Different desert creatures are going to eventually move there. All right, when the smoke clears. It says, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. All right, meaning they do business with America, but they also follow her philosophies. They follow her ways. Okay, they've become whores. Okay, meaning they've become even more rebellious against the Most High. It said, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. All right, because it's a consumer-based society, so all these different nations get rich off of America. Okay. It says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. And what's her plagues? The nuclear missiles. That's the final plague. Okay, that's the at the seventh trump. That's the final plague. That's the closed curtain part. That's the part where you close the curtains. That's when America is completely destroyed and done. All right. But we know how that's going to happen. It has to start with what? The least of the flock, drawing them out. And that's what we're seeing. This is Jeremiah 49. We clearly see that America is going to follow and do whatever the state of Israel says. Okay. This is Jeremiah 49 in verse 20. It says, therefore hear the counsel of Yahweh that he hath taken against Edom, and his purposes that he hath purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Because these are Edomites, okay, that are ruling the world. These are Edomites that run America. Biden, that's an Edomite. What's that? Netanyahu. Netanyahu, whatever his name is. He's an Edomite, okay, from the seed of Amalek. All right, and then you got other, and then these different European Union, the different European nations. Those are Edomite nations, Edomite countries. Okay, so this is what is the Lord. This is who the Lord is coming up against. Okay, it says, therefore hear the counsel of Yahweh that he hath taken against Edom, and his purposes that he hath purposed against the inhabitants of Teman, which are the Germans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. Okay, so they're gonna be drawn out. They're gonna be drawn out and guided out to war by these Amalekites, man, the state of Israel. Okay, that's why we knew that Ukrainian thing. That I knew that wasn't gonna turn into no world war. Why did I know that? Because the prophecy didn't say the Ukrainians were gonna draw them out. Okay, although a lot of them are Amalekites, that's not where the concentration of the seed of Amalek is at. It's in that state. Okay, so it says the earth is moved at the noise of their fall. Why? Because of that great earthquake that's going to happen from the nuclear missiles hitting America. At the cry, the noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea. All right. Behold, he shall come up. No, Salaki, that's not where I even want to. let's what did I want to do? Yeah, Khan. Okay, so that's the point. The earth is going to be moved based upon what? The destruction of Babylon. All right, which is going to culminate from this war. Okay, when I say this war, I'm talking about World War III. Let me get Isaiah 13. It's Isaiah 13 and verse 1. It says, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. Exalt the voice unto them. Shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles. I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. The noise of a multitude, that's speaking about the angels, by the way, those that rejoice in his highness. It says, the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Yahweh of hosts mustereth the host of the battle. Okay, so he's the one that's mustering up this battle. Matter of fact, let's look up this word, mustereth. He's brewing this thing. He's making these things happen. The word is paquad. Paquad. Okay, and it says let's see. It says number, visit, punish, appoint, commit, miss, set, charge, governor. Right, governor meaning what? To control. Okay, to control. Lack, oversight, officers, counted, empty, ruler, overseer. Yeah, because he's controlling it. He's the governor. He's the overseer. He's the manager. He's managing this thing. All right, to attend to, muster, number, reckon, visit, punish, appoint, look after, care for. All right. See what I'm saying? To pay attention to, observe, to attend to seek, look about for, to seek in vain, need, miss, lack, to visit upon, punish, to pass in review, muster, number. So yeah, so the Lord is really controlling this whole scenario, and he's making all these things come together, even down to the fact of that the routes that they're going to take. Right, this is why the Lord has the river Euphrates to dry up. The river Euphrates is dry, man. All right, and that was all biblical prophecy. Matter of fact, I'm going to get that real quick, but let me finish this. It says, they come from a far country, from the ends of the... Hold on, give me a second. Let me see something. Just make sure. I think it's called aesthetic. Okay, con. Okay. Okay, con. So it says, The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. Yahweh of hosts mustereth the host of the battle. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even Yahweh, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. What the whole land is that speaking of? America. It's going to be completely wiped out. Not because we're saying, oh yeah, we're going to make it happen. No, this is just biblical prophecy. We're just reading you what the prophecies say, and the prophecies will come to pass. Now, let's read this scripture. This is Revelation 16:12. It says, and the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates. And why is this not news that this river is dried up? This is a great historic river, a huge historic river, and it's being dried up. And this is not even in the news because they don't want you to think about the Bible. They don't want you to think, oh yeah, so that makes the Bible true. That's why there's so many things happening around the world that's biblical events that they're not speaking about. Water's turning red, different plagues and things like that line up with biblical prophecy, and they're not going to link the two because they don't want you to think about the Bible. They want you to go deeper into Satanism. It says, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared. Okay, so as you can see, here is the Euphrates in 06, and this is the Euphrates in 09. And now it's even less. Okay. Let's see if I could get a River Euphrates 2023. Through. Done. Look at that. That's not 20. That looks like the same image as before. But look at this. See? They could walk. They could walk in the river now. You see? Oh, here's another example. It's 2021, and now it's basically 2022 last year. It's pretty this thing that they have in the water, I don't even know what that is now exposed, Oh, now it's 2023. This image looks a bit funny though, but okay. But we know that it's continuing to dry up, and it's basically completely dry. Like the troops can walk in it, in certain places. You can clearly see that they can walk in it. So, in certain places. So, hey, the Lord is working, man. The Lord is working. So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect, and I'll say shalom.